Ew, what's poppin', my fellow music lovers and listeners? Welcome back to Multifaceted Media Entertainment, and today got a brand new video for you guys. Now in today's video, we're gonna be checking out this brand new album by Danny Brown and JPEGMAFIA. This one is called Scaring the Hoes, and I'm really excited to check this one out, man. What a meeting of the minds. This has the potential of being what a collaboration this could be. This album is quite brief as well, at only 36 minutes, I think, in length. So yeah, man, I'm excited to check this one out. A lot of the tracks are on the shorter side as well. 1 minute, 3 minutes, 2 minutes. So I think brevity is the name of the game here. Not trying to overstay its welcome or anything like that. So yeah, man. New JPEGMAFIA and Danny Brown, Scaring the Hoes. First track, Lean Beef Patty, which we've already heard. I'm wondering if they fixed the mixing issues with this track. Well, let's find out. First off, fuck Elon Musk, $8 too much, that's expensive. For the hoes in the back and the crack in the slack, if I tweet and delete, then I meant it. He said, what you want? No, this ain't what you want. Fuck y'all niggas, I feel like Papa John. What kind of rabbit is this? The economy rapping is this, you know it. I'm gonna take my bitch, that pussy get feeling like this, she know it. I am me, red house with a shot of repeat. While you stretching and tweeting your tweets, I've been stretching your girl. Beat switch is insane. This man's voice is still buried, bro. So once again, this track kind of feels more like a JPEGMAFIA featuring Danny Brown track, with Danny Brown buried so deeply under the instrumentation that it is unintelligible to the ears. Can't understand a word he's saying. If I didn't have the lyrics in front of me, God knows. God help my soul to understand what the hell he's talking about. But yeah, man, it is a pretty fun track. Loved the instrumentation. I just wish the mixing was a little bit better, which they had raised Danny's vocals above the instrumentation some more. Wish even some parts of JPEGMAFIA's verse was kind of buried a little bit, but at least he was still intelligible. At least you could still understand what he was saying. But I still enjoy the track quite a bit. It's a banger, it's a bop. Next track, Step a Pig. Playing on the Peppa Pig thing, I guess. Okay. Alright, I'm liking the direction of this so far. This is still suffering from the fact that Danny's kind of buried under the beat. It's not as severe as the last track, but it's still kind of present here, unfortunately. Because everything else is supremely loud. Got a one extra, like the BBC one extra. Backing this bitch with the dope, she backing it up for a gram. Maybe backing this bitch with the dope, she's backing it up for a gram. I cannot do nothing with hope. I'ma try Molly and Zans. They try to get me to ghost. Boy, you ain't Kai when touching you banned. Backing this bitch was the issue, bitch stay walking you off the leash, fuck em. Got nothing for me. It's like I've been working for crumbs. Now I'm feeling freeze my speech. Y'all rap like replacements. They can't find a replacement for me. When I stalk your page and I see you living. I like this. Instrumental is fire. These niggas act like I owe them. These niggas be dick riding for grown ass men that don't even know them. Bet if I let off these shots, no games, you finna just dance like Goten. White people up making excuses and bitching. I guess it's what culture is for them. They don't like when I talk like this, cause they know that shit is for them. These cracks love talk about me and thinking like it's my job to ignore them. I ain't taking disrespect from no man. Niggas rap about guns, don't own them. Y'all sipping liquor, you can't even hold them. Production is very, very interesting. I love it. Alright, so I enjoyed that track thoroughly. I did notice that the majority of the back end of the track was consumed by JPEGMAFIA. I hardly even remembered that Danny Brown was on the track for a second there, to be honest. But I did enjoy it quite a bit. Danny's vocals, as I mentioned before, was still a little bit buried under the instrumentation during his portion of the track there. at the beginning, but it is still a very enjoyable track, and it's not as severe as the first track, Lean Beef Patty, was. But yeah, man, next track, Scaring the Hoes, which we've also already heard. Let's get it.
Stop scaring the hoes. We don't wanna hear that shit no more. What the fuck is that? Give me the Mars card. Play something for the bitches. How the fuck you supposed to make money off this shit?
Go to that big league to hear y'all man's work, but they can't pop in that old man flowers. Cause all of the brands, say it's about all. Cause all of the brands, go round. And a brand new ring, but I go to the beach. Now what the shit?
Stop scaring the hoes. We don't wanna hear that shit no more.
Wanna be MC? What the fuck you think? It's 993. Still a banger. Love the bass line undertone there, the distorted bass line as well. Yeah, that track is fire. Still fire. Still a banger. Enjoy it. Love it. Next track, Garbage Pail Kids. So it's just new tracks from here. I know Perfect was leaked, but I didn't listen to that one.
Niggas don't rap no more, they just sell clubs. So I should probably quit and start a line of bathroom with my nigga on my style.
Almost every track here, the title is a play on something. Steppa Pig is obviously Peppa Pig. Lean Beef Patty is obviously that TikTok star. You have that Jack Harlow combo meal here.
My manuscript, I can't handle it. Eat your ass like I'm cannabis. I show up on your screen. You eat brown, take your yard, need more than the milkshake. But now and I say you're out here.
It's extremely weird. That flow is sick.
You can't be broke and over 30. Get your ass beat. We see that.
I know how I feel about that track yet. The extended, distorted bass line there was a little bit of an ear sore. And this time it was JPEG's verse, or JPEG's vocals, that were more buried under the instrumental than Danny's verse in this instance. The flow was still pretty nice and insane, but I don't know how I feel about the instrumentation or the mixing yet, or the track overall. But next track, Fentanyl Tester.
Is it the car, the clothes, the money, the jewelry, the crib, the drug, or the hoe? You can get rocked and Christian. How you hanging and broke, I'm fixing them. Right, they got these raps Sicilian. Fuck your feeling, I'm stuck in my ways. Local niggas, I'm stuck in their place. They don't say that shit to my face, cause they know they shots like clay. Right there and add up, smack it up.
Black Eyed Peas reference.
Push us to the maximum. I do what I want to. I'm about to take you for what's been, so buckle up. Nigga, we about to go in. Hands on the wheel, no accident. So expensive, set it up. I'm a nigga on it. Give me a ring, I get it round. I don't wanna see you jump around.
Why the fuck are they doing this?
Let me tell you what I'm gonna do. Tell no lies, just tell your truth.
All right. At least I can hear what the what the hell they're saying during this part, because most of the elements of the instrumentation is not present.
Let me tell you what I'm gonna do. Tell no lies, just tell your truth.
The instrumentation is so interesting though. How the hell did they clear all these samples? Okay, that was a hell of a ride. That was a hell of a ride. I guess that's how you feel when you're testing fentanyl. That was a hell of an experience. I enjoyed it though. It's better than the previous track for sure. I just wish the mixing on this album was a bit better. Perfect. Heard good things about this track. So let's see.
Like NASCAR, nigga, you bet not go. But you better get your mind right. Okay, I see what you're doing. I came up with the ruins.
I'm always a sucker for a trumpet.
I'ma make it do what it do. She do what I say, but I know it's all like Sudoku.
He just say Sudoku.
I'ma just shoot that out. Acting like I know who he is, and I'm looking like, who are you? Fucking this bitch in the wall. Fuck with you in your top. Rappers be calling the cops. Civilians thinking we off. Give me that Nancy, give me that Rue, give me that Barbara. Check out the two choppers like Bale. That shit come in cases, don't cover they face. That bitch Mac Harmon. Give me that Toby, straight. Quick in the booth. Feel like speed will stop me. Not you couldn't shop at the store and have EBT. Okay, I see what you're doing. I came up with the ruins. Never step up, it's eyes and doing.
Track was kind of fire. Alright, so I enjoyed the horns in the instrumentation quite a bit. I like the fact that Danny was more present in this track than some of the previous ones. He had more involvement. It felt like a collaboration rather than a JPEGMAFIA track with Danny Brown just attached to it, which is what I liked. I loved the way the beat evolved through and throughout the track as well. It was pretty fire, to be honest. Next track, Shut Your Bitch Ass Up, Muddy Waters. So I don't know if this is gonna be split in two with two different instrumentation. Let's see.
Shut the fuck up talking to me. I don't rap circles around niggas, I do figure eight. When tables turn, I'm making records break. Pop it to the DJ, make the needle skip the plate. Break it, check it. Why are you still talking to me? Vampires, always biting and sucking. Shit, it's nothing, no discussion. Concussions, you try to touch your mama, I was wrong. I just hit the bottle to drown out the chatter. All these voices in my head had my brain all scattered. Bills, now I'm slanging propane like I'm king of the hill. Man, it's over for that lame shit.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I can't hear a single word he's saying.
What did he say?
I just hit the bottle to drown out the chatter. All these voices in my head had my brain all scattered. So up uninvited, they didn't
Slowing down the beat there. Slow down his flow to match the beat as well.
Forgive me, Father, for slaying Sookie through muddy waters. These drug addicts attached to me like I'm Tom Holland. Smack your bitch up like Prodigy when you deal with Darling. I smack my bitch ass the Prodigy. I make real fucking cheese like Easy E. I wish these nerds would come outside so they can 3-4-3.
A lot of pop culture references.
They barking at me, I'm raw dogging. Swing on these actors, these rappers fake it and Andy Kaufman. You smack your bitch.
I love how he mentions Tom Holland and then he says swing on these actresses. You know, referencing the whole Spider-Man swinging on a webs thing, but swings on these actresses.
Dog.
Alright, so that track was pretty interesting. I think I grew to like it a bit more by the end there. I think it's still plagued by some of the mixing issues, especially during Danny's portion. But it's still a pretty fun track, a lot of amusing lyrics throughout the entirety of the track as well. The beat was fine. Yeah, pretty fun track overall. Next track, Orange Juice Jones.
She just took my side all out of my body. I can't feel my face off these narcotics. Hope that Casamigos got her taco dripping on the floor. It's the mid show out of the poppy a double. I might be in trouble. I'm looking like Space Jam. We all getting money. Rain, sleet, snow, when it's sunny.
Like the sample.
Yeah. She wanna roll with a real one, nigga, boy acting too.
Okay, dangerous. My bitch killing she tricking up angels, entangled up. I'm up with BCD. They putting out APG. Pyrex living up a nigga. I'm the black Marjorie Taylor Green. You throw the nigga that sound like Hopper. Kendrick size and it's spitting like he is overtime, and I'm still taking threes. I see the lies and I hope y'all believe it.
Once again, JPEG came with some pretty great flows throughout the back end of the track there. Enjoyed the track quite a bit. I like the sample in the instrumentation as well. Kingdom Heart Keys, let's get it. Alright. Liking how this is sounding.
Just one time, bitch think. All that money get flush in a blink. Shut a dribble, go give me a ring. Let's check one time, bitch bang. Let the app now get what you please. One time, bitch sick. All that money get flushed in a blink. Shut a dribble, go give me a ring. Ketamine got me singing like 10. It's just like a pill. I feel like I'm just one. Look on my hairline is K. I'm living life with no rules. You try to play foul, I'm shooting the tray. This year I triple my cars. I beat you with.
Make what you do look easy. Can't see me, they all get queasy. They cannot breathe, I think I'm on suffocate. Some of that shit don't care what to say. On me, got love in the middle, I ain't lonely. Don't know boo, bitch, you get Tony. Ain't no way a bitch get shit from me.
Yeah, I enjoyed this track. I love this one. It's probably my favorite track of the album so far.
We got next, so clear the front, been throwing my elbow with the shit.
Red Veil, I mean.
Try to get the bread home, and I'm trying to get the bread home with my brother the stun. Fucking my ear, you don't know.
The delivery kind of reminds me of Denzel Curry. Yeah, I love this track. Absolutely excellent. Love the beat. Loved everything about it. The sample is amazing. The verses are great. Even the featured verse. Yeah, this is probably my favorite track so far. I enjoyed it quite a bit. As I mentioned before, loved all of their performances. Loved the beat. I love the sample. It's pretty great, man. Our next track, God Loves You. Distorted bass line.
That pussy on my face, I'm a talking tongue. Legs in the air, scream hallelujah.
The first line, bro.
Freaking out wine, but no communion. Only my dick sheet gets consuming. If you're on your period, call me Moses. Cause I'm about to split that Red Sea. Give me that head like.
So yeah, call me Moses because I'm about to split that Red Sea.
Breaking bread. I'm about to fuck you like the 12 disciples. We like Adam and Eve. But I'm
All of the biblical references in these absolutely abhorrent ways while on a track called God Loves You. Okay.
eat that apple bottom. Steak in the grass, go shake that ass.
Now how many times I gotta tell you when I get to the money, better shake that ass. Great. How many times I gotta tell you when that pussy like Baptist? 2 for my sauce, see that.
Hey. Mixing in some Ski Mask, the Slump God there.
That pussy like Baptist. 2 for my sauce, see that.
All right, so that track was interesting. I noticed that JPEG took kind of the backseat on that track there. I loved Danny Brown's verse where he played with all these biblical references whilst having them as a double meaning for his sexual innuendos there. But yeah, man, while the gospel sample was kind of flipped in the background as well. Pretty entertaining track. Next track, Run the Jewels. Should have featured Run the Jewels on this track. Just 1 minute long. Okay, maybe just an interlude.
I feel like boom, torn a ride, angry and short, willing to die. The pride can fit in this ride. I don't give a fuck, you niggas don't like. But just remember, I always got my
Go.
Okay. All right then. Let's go straight into the next track, Jack Harlow Combo Meal.
Jack, I done bought stuff on a big mom on that whole like sale right now, right? Everything I bought was borrowed. Got big pockets like a Batman car. I'm on my mind, I don't go right to spend. Rip it off, send it up somewhere strange. Now I'm thinking y'all niggas can't handle me. Yeah, I make it hard for you niggas to breathe. Never be another motherfucker like me. No, acting so branded. Everything I wear is vintage. Man, I can't fuck with y'all niggas. Y'all let Jack Harlow sell y'all chick.
The pianos in the background kind of sound like some elegant, fancy restaurant background music.
Is that a regular wave? You get used to these crackers accusing you when you black is a regular thing.
Wow. Okay, what a line to drop in the middle of that track.
Girl, it's been minutes, it's been hours, it's so tragic.
Obviously satirical, obviously satire.
Yeah, that ass is looking like shit. Almost 30, don't know who you is, bitch, work it out. You ain't even on shit. All of that royalty power, that paper respect, you can't change the fact that you a hoe. Funny like Lucy.
All right, that was an interesting track as well. I like that crackers accusing you, but when you're black, it's just a regular day. Play on words there. And yeah, man, instrumentation was pretty fire as well. The piano keys being contrasted by these other instrumentation are the other elements of the instrumentation there. Pretty interesting track. Next track, Heaven on Earth, or Ho.
Yeah, my bitch, she's so perfect and bad. Why do these nobody start with me? They don't got moves, don't got beats, don't got heart like me. I know she wanna fuck this club up. Taking it down till she feel like it's us, and we feel like it's slut.
Another gospel sample there.
Like keep one eye open like sleep with the world. Niggas that don't know they exist. If I was them, I'd be pissed.
I would stop, bring it back, get it out. My dog kinda charged at the fit now. Now we pray up to a vibe. How we ended up
what is going on with the instrumentation right now?
Fell on my knees when I caught a felon, just like the vines. Heaven on earth, but I'm hellbound.
Heaven on earth, but I'm hellbound. So weird. The patterns of the beat.
We named this one JPEG.
Okay. Interesting track. Interesting track there. A lot of quotables in that track. The gospel sample creeping up in the background. Definitely an enjoyable track. Still plagued by some of the mixing issues. But final track, Where Ya Get Ya Coke From. Let's get it.
Okay, my bitch, she bad. She got me out my zone, I make her shake that ass. This house is not a home, I do that. I got top on the phone, 4-5 in a flow seat. And I talk how I talk, bitch, blow me. Fuck you talking about? Off top on your bitch like Darby. I fuck your bitch, you fuck my bitch, that's an assist. Let's go!
Okay.
I'm a failed chemistry experiment. Take some acid playing Jimmy or you experience. Bitch don't know her name, but I won't get into it. Honey on that nightstand, cause I'm so generous. Shorty that hotels don't even know the last time I took my own toenails. Slipping out.
What is he saying?
Came up in this bitch by myself with no gun. Everybody asking me where you get your coke from. Running out of bug. I only think what I do when you think. People saying that I'm shallow, but I'm jumping off the deep end. I'm catched out by any car that drove by with tents.
Okay. Alright, so that was Scaring the Hoes by JPEGMAFIA and Danny Brown. Now, this album has some fantastic concepts, some fantastic ideas instrumentally, and a lot of them were actually executed quite well. It is plagued a little bit by some mixing issues, especially with the Danny Brown featured portions of some of the tracks not being as audible as they should be, because his voice is obviously just buried under the instrumentation throughout a lot of these tracks. Even JPEG suffers from this in a few of the tracks as well, not as frequently as Danny, but he does suffer from it as well. I haven't ever listened to a full JPEG album before, so I'm not sure if this is something that is prevalent throughout a lot of his music, but it was definitely noticeable here. I still enjoyed a lot of the tracks for the most part. I loved the instrumentations for the most part as well, but the only thing holding this album back for me is just some of the mixing choices during a lot of these tracks, man. Love the concepts of the tracks. Love the execution of a lot of them. A lot of clever bars throughout the track listing here as well, from both Danny and JPEG. JPEG came with some pretty intense flows throughout some of his verses as well. But yeah, man, overall I did enjoy the project. Maybe the mixing will grow on me throughout future listens. So if so, I'll keep you guys updated. But let me know what you guys thought about this new JPEGMAFIA and Danny Brown collaboration album in the comment section below. Also hit the like button, the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you get notified whenever a new video drops on the channel. Once again, this has been Multifaceted Media, signing out.